Papa, bye bye. Take care.
Hello, ambulance.
Sir, I'm your first responder. Are you okay, sir?
Okay, so what we have seen from our video just now, right, is actually an explanation of how our embedded system actually work in real life. So actually embedded save life. So for our case, right, we actually created this embedded system of hardware and software to actually detect fall. So in that scenario just now, as what you see, is actually involve this elderly and his family member who actually have to go out to work very often and leaving this elderly alone at home. So when he actually leave the elderly alone at home, he's very much concerned about the elderly safety and well-being. And so we came up with this system to actually help to ensure the safety and well-being of this elderly, and at the same time the family member can go to work at ease. So for any situation that occur, like for example as what we've seen just now, the elderly actually fall down, he actually send a signal back to the family member who is at work to actually inform the family member that the elderly has actually fallen on the ground and is in some kind of emergency state. So the family member at first hand, they will receive this important information. That's when they can actually make a quick response by calling the ambulance and any responder to actually come to aid the elderly. Next, let me bring you through the detailed functions of our system. So for our hardware system, we actually use Pioneer 600 and also Raspberry Pi. For Pioneer 600, we actually use it as our output peripheral, which is this one, that will actually output the actions that Hui Jie will perform later. For this Fitbit, which is actually our input peripheral in our embedded system. Okay, so now let me go through with you the detailed functions of our system. So with me, I will have Hui Jie that will be performing a few actions that are associated to the functions itself. So firstly, we will perform a jogging and running function, and then secondly, we will perform a falling function. So now let's go to Hui Jie, where you will actually perform the first action. Enter Hui Jie, who will be performing the actions of jogging and running to actually show that it associates with the function of jogging and running. So now we have our baseboards, which are actually showing whatever actions that are associated to what Hui Jie is showing. So we have the accelerometer and the gyroscope. As you can see, the data is actually coming in, and then spikes are also coming in. Okay, as for Pioneer, the Pioneer 600 output peripheral, it will display data which indicates the actions that Hui Jie is actually performing. So now Hui Jie will perform an action falling down that is associated to our system function. As you can see from our test board, spikes started showing out, which actually associate these spikes to Hui Jie actions, which is falling down. Then for our Pioneer 600, which is the output peripheral, it will actually also show the actions that Hui Jie has performed earlier.